Okay, so we got our Thursday episode of Milton Daily Homes, and I like this list today. It's one of the better ones I think we've had in the last week, maybe 2 weeks. Maple's first one, 209, is the apartment number 2789. It's a two-bedroom, one washroom, and they're, excuse me, looking for a June 30th possession. Um, Very eclectic, very artistic. I think about someone who's maybe like an art teacher that kind of lives here. That's the vibe. The kitchen is, it's decent, right? I mean, it looks a little small from this angle, but I think the picture is compressing it. And so we've got the room here. Pay attention to that red couch, which I think is very stylish, by the way. Pillows magically appear, so that's kind of interesting. We have, so that's the case of the disappearing pillows. A gym here. I've noticed a lot of these units for sale, so that usually happens because of two reasons in my experience. Number one is someone gets really big money for their condo, or the second thing is that there's changes with management, there's condo fees, there's whispers of increases. So when you buy a condo, there's a thing called a status certificate, an estoppel certificate, and so what that is it tells you all of the accounting for the condo, if there's any planned increases coming, what the rules are, what color of window coverings, if you can have pets or anything like that. So that would be a document that you want your lawyer to review, and you always, when you buy a condo, almost always put a condition on review of that certificate, and if it's not okay, then you can back out of the condo. So they have been selling recently though, so I don't think that there's anything major in that status certificate. Otherwise, we'd start to see deals falling apart, things changing a whole lot. This one's a little bit higher, 289.9. Now it does have a second bathroom, which I would gladly pay $10,000 for, and it's on the fourth floor. So on the fourth floor of this building, you get these nice 12-foot ceilings. They're huge, they're beautiful. The effect here is lovely, and you can see how big that is even above the fireplace, and it's still not even hitting the ceiling. So it's a nice vibe in here. A lot of clutter. They could have taken at least half this stuff down and really given a nice positive impression. I think the kitchen might be slightly bigger in this home, plus it's got the eat-in. And it faces west. The other one faces east, which I like a little bit better. You've got the pond there. You can watch the kids in the winter play hockey. But it's still fine. There's homes on this side. It's not too cluttered. They're building carbon copy buildings just on the other side over here. So there you go. And hey, the boilerplate gym shot. It's the same one you saw in the other photo. I like this one. The fourth floor ones are simply wonderful. Barclay Circle's at 312.9, and I think they really, I mean, I know why they listed it this way because the previous sale kind of sold here, but we just broke a record past 330 for a home that's 40 square feet bigger than this, and they've done a great job inside. So I think they really are selling themselves short. It's called a Bryant model. It's 1235 square feet. There's only a couple photos in here, but they are going to fly off the shelf. And really, what's the harm in trying to sell for a little bit higher? I mean, with the townhomes, the last 50 townhomes in Milton, 49 of them have sold. So there's a very high likelihood you're going to sell. So try and pull it up a bit. You know the demand's there. If you're selling your townhouse, be aggressive in your price. As you get up into the 400, 500, 600 range, a little bit different market, but these entry level 3 to 350 townhomes, unless you're dealing with a glut of inventory at that particular moment, generally they do get scooped up pretty fast. Jemison Path is 318. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-washroom, and you can see there's a nice view here. I think that's a park across the road. You can see there's a little bit over here. You've got hardwood floors in here. I don't find the pictures showcase the size of the rooms very well, but they're homemade, and getting a pro will actually expand the viewing angle and all the rest of it. However, I think it is a popular model. These ones tend to be selling a little bit higher than some of the other ones. One shot that I didn't see was there's a room downstairs that can be used as an office or a den or exercise room, any number of things. So just know that that's there too. So you've got 3 bedrooms upstairs, plus you don't need to use one of those rooms for an office because you still have one down in the on the main level. No basement on these two. 318, if it's upgraded, if it looks really good inside, they have a legitimate shot here. Evans Terrace is a semi-detached. This is a Coleman model, between 1350 1400 square feet. I used to live on Evans in one of these homes, and so I like to see the prices go up on these. 354 is the price. When you look at Croft sides, which are the same size but townhouses, they're selling kind of in the 340s. And so depending on what these guys have inside, that's the front dining room. So when you first walk into the home, on the right hand side there's a small dining area. Then you've got the kitchen with the family room, and so they've used this as a bit of an office there. And calla lilies, I like the way that looks, very nice. So you've got, it looks like hardwood floors here. There's the door to the basement just over to the left. The master's nice and big. The other two rooms, they're not bad. You can fit a bed in them, one more than the other, but it's a very, very nice model. There's two full bathrooms upstairs. Great home for a young couple. And at 354, I think they're in shooting range. I think they're where they need to be. Houston, 399. This is kind of an interesting one because we don't see a lot of homes in the newer areas that have a complete second suite set up, separate entrance, kitchen, bathroom, all the rest of it. These guys do, and they're on a good part of Houston. Open concept design. They've done tiles. It looks like throughout the whole main floor there could be a family room just further. Yeah, there is. So they do a blocking wall there, and they've got a family room. Might be a little bit narrow and long. Might be a little hard to fit furniture in, because now you're dancing around the table over on this side, and so the layout could affect them a little bit. Done a different color hardwood upstairs. They've got the California shutters, and there's the basement. You can see that they've the kitchen looks nice, pot lights. Someone's a sports memorabilia collector. There's your kitchen. Looks like a nice kitchen down there, and potentially you could have not a lot of maintenance in the backyard. So could you care? I figure if you rented the top of this home, you're probably looking at between $1,300-$1,400, maybe a little bit more. And in the basement, what if you got maybe 800? Would it carry at 399 potentially? So it'll be an interesting one. I think you're looking at a semi on this one. It doesn't say how big it is. There are three decent sized rooms. They're a little bit narrow. The third bedroom's 7.09 feet, which could not to everyone's taste. I mean, a 14 by 7, I'd rather have like an 11 by 11 room even. But anyhow, they've upgraded it well. It looks like a good home. That'd be a really particular kind of buyer that looks for that kind of home. But there's a real demand for in-laws and older parents that are looking to move into the homes. Duncan Lane, so this one's just on the curve of Duncan, so you do see the train tracks. You will hear dairy on this particular part. Fully fenced. They've done the mismatched stainless steel and white hood fan. That makes a big difference. So if you can, before you sell your home, change that, that will give you rocket boost. It makes the kitchen look so much better. And I don't know if that's a backsplash or if it's just a painted wall, if it's just a different color than the yellow there, or orange. And look, we've got pillars. I don't know, like it doesn't, I think that they could have probably presented this one better. It says it's, well, for 4 bedroom, how big is it? So it's 2092 square feet. So at 419, the things that may hurt them is their staging and their location. A little bit, but I mean, it's one of the bigger semis you'll ever see out there. Moorlands is the last one, and it's 519.9. And so when you look at the one on Sire that just sold at probably really close to 550 something, this one is as good or slightly better. I mean, it's hard to tell from the photos, but it's definitely high quality. They've done some built-in speakers here. Even the dishwasher is all set up to sort of be masked inside of here. Actually, that may not be a dishwasher when I look at it. It could be a garbage coming out of here. Either way, it's a nice home. It looks like Corian countertops. The only thing this one doesn't have that Sire had was a finished basement. Backyard, tons of money spent on interlocking. I did less square footage for my interlocking last year, and it was close to 10 grand. Pool back here. So this is a good looking home. They are going to sell this one extremely quickly, and I wish them all the best of luck because they've put a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort into their home, and That, my friends, is the list. So definitely check out yesterday's episode. We had a great discussion about return on investment and some of the things you should and shouldn't do when you're considering selling your home, or even just if you're thinking of selling 5 years from now, knowing what the return is. And we highlighted a website that can give you a lot of information about that. So have yourself a great day. You can find that in the archive section over there. And I'll see you tomorrow. More Milton Daily Homes. Have a great day. Bye.